We're so focused on the future, and sometimes we're so focused on the past that we forget that we're here right now. You are the sum of every decision you ever made. Every action you ever took, both good and bad, has created who you are today. And while you might not feel satisfied with who you are, or where you are, or what you have, what possessions you have, the body that you have, the friends that you have, you might not be satisfied with your achievements. Sometimes it's important to just stop and appreciate what you do have, what you have done, and who you are. Take just a second, 5 seconds, to say thank you for letting me be alive another day. Because if you're perpetually in a state of lack, of believing you don't have enough, that you aren't enough, that's what the universe is going to give you. It's going to give you more of you feeling that you're not enough, that you haven't achieved enough, that you don't have enough, and you never will. What have you done that's led up to right now that you can be proud of? There's only right now, so let's just take a moment to breathe. Breathe deep, baby. And appreciate what you have right now. Where are you? Where are you right now? Look around. Is there anything that you can be happy about? Do you like the room that you're in? Do you have nature outside your window? Or is there a city that's full of adventure, full of opportunities? Do you have any friends that are worth it to spend time with? Have you dated women in your life that you can sit back and feel good about having spent time with them? If you don't have an ex-girlfriend, or you haven't had a great sexual experience with a gorgeous woman or a wonderful woman, do you have friends that you can look back on and say thank you to the universe for letting me have that experience with that friend? Have you been somewhere that blew your mind when you were there and you just want to go back? It's okay to look into the past and actually be grateful for that experience. Take time to just lay down. Take 5 minutes and go lay on your bed and just go through your memories. Not in a sad way, not in a like those good times are over, they'll never happen again, but give gratitude that you had those experiences, because a lot of people will never have those cool experiences that you had. And you have to remember that you may have worked for those experiences. When you could have stayed home, you went out. When you could have done nothing, you read a book that expanded your mind. Or you created something, you created music, you went to the gym when you could have just ate more chips. You did something that earned you the right to have that amazing experience. You may feel like those were the best days of your life, but I'm here to tell you that this is the best day of your life. You, right now, listening to me, you're here experiencing the best day of your life because this is the only time that exists. Are you healthy? Are you happy? Is everything okay? Right now is the best time you'll ever have. And you have everything at your disposal. All of the energy of the people around you, they're all there to support you. All you have to do is ask. Who's that person you haven't called? Hey, let's hang out. What's that project you're putting off? Is it starting a music project? Is it starting a new business? Is it just going to work today and doing better than you have been? Just trying a little bit harder and getting noticed by the boss, possibly. Getting a raise, maybe that'll happen. And if you're just going to relax and write in your journal, I do that all the time. I spend entire days where all I do is read books and write in my journal. Or go for a walk. Walking is one of the greatest gifts that life can give you. Do you still have legs? If you don't have legs, I'm sorry to offend you, wheelchair guy or gal. But you can go roll around. Do you know how many people can't even roll around in a wheelchair? They don't have a wheelchair. They just have a rock that they sit on and drag themselves around on the rock. Right now is all you have, and every decision you ever made led you up to right now. And you have to stop and think, that's amazing. It's amazing that you're even here. It's amazing that you can even breathe. It's amazing that your eyes work, that you can look around and appreciate the artwork on the walls. You can appreciate the leaves falling off the trees. Right now I have a little gecko running across my roof, and I think that's incredible that this lizard creature is existing in my house, destroying all the insects for me. Every decision I ever made put me into this place where I am in this country in Latin America. Sometimes you may feel like you don't have what you want. You don't have the skill. Maybe it's to approach women. Maybe it's day game. Maybe you don't have the money that you think if you had more money, it would solve all of your problems. Well, right now you can start working towards making tomorrow better. Right now you can do something that will uplift your spirit, that you can create to make tomorrow better. For example, I was feeling a little bit sorry for myself, and I don't allow myself to feel sorry for myself for longer than it takes to notice I'm feeling sorry for myself. I'm usually very positive. But being positive takes a lot of work, and to be positive, you have to be grateful. Maybe you don't like the way you look. You don't like your hair. Maybe you're going bald. You don't have the muscles that you want. You're too skinny, or you're too fat. I'm here to tell you that you're enough. You're good enough. You're handsome enough. And God damn it, people like you. But you can do better right now. Right now you can do something to make tomorrow a little bit better. And I want you to accept who you are, but I don't want you to accept mediocrity. You can be present in the moment. You can take a breath and be here right now and appreciate that you made it this far. Life isn't easy. It might feel easy because you're bored at times, and maybe you spend a lot of time on your phone. You spend a lot of time on your laptop playing video games or watching movies and Netflix series, and that's okay because that's all art. That's all art. You can enjoy that stuff, but not at the expense of experiencing the real. And if you're stressed out by life, stress, that fight or flight, that cortisol release, that adrenaline release over and over, worrying about money, worrying about not being able to achieve whatever goals you set out for yourself, that worry can make you sick and take away everything you worked so hard for. Your peace of mind, that stress can destroy your peace of mind. So right now you have to always take a moment to be grateful for what you have right now and lower that stress. Clear that cortisol out of your blood. It's going to be okay. I'm here to tell you today, if you're still watching this, it's going to be okay. Bro, don't stress so much. It's going to be okay. But you need to do something right now. What's the chore? Is it cleaning your room? Doing your taxes? Calling your grandma who's going to die? One day she's going to die. It might be soon. For me, I've already lost 2 of them. What's that thing you need to do? That friend that you've been carrying around a grudge for years? What baggage are you dragging around? Did somebody hurt you and you've carried around this anger at them? It's time to let it go. Because you can't be living in the past. You can go back and reflect. That's part of the fun of having a memory. But you can't live there. You can't live in the past. You have to let it go. You have to release the baggage. Call that person up and tell them you've released the baggage. Don't tell them you forgive them. Just tell them it doesn't stress you out anymore. You've released it. You've released the grudge. You forgive them. You can say that if you want to. Maybe someone hurt you so bad that you feel like you could never forgive them. You need revenge. You have that right to enjoy that feeling and to seek that, but I tell you, it's much better to release it and forgive. And get back to now, which is what's important. Everything you worked for to put you here right now. Every decision you ever made, every book you ever read, every person you ever talked to, every woman you ever loved, every man you ever loved. If you swing that way. Life is a hill. Climbing a hill is hard. I've done a lot of backpacking in the mountains, and when you're going through the woods, sometimes it's really nice and pleasant. You have a nice straight stretch, big trees all around you, butterflies flying by. The air is clean. It's not raining. Your feet aren't blistered, and it's perfect. It's absolutely amazing. But you know, if you hike a lot, if you're a traveler, that is a temporary moment, because the next hill is going to be excruciating. You're going to be climbing 500 meters straight up gravel or volcanic bedrock with the sun, the hot sun beating down on your back, and you'll be drenched in sweat. You'll be low on water, and you'll be thinking to yourself, I hate this, why did I make this decision? But you can't, because you're on the side of a mountain, and all you can do is accept the moment. Acceptance that you're here right now, and suffering is part of right now. But if you suffer through it with one foot in front of the other, you just keep climbing, eventually you get to the top. And it might not be the very top, but you can take a rest and enjoy the view. Wow, I made it here right now. Every decision I ever made, that decision to climb that hill through the forest brought me here. Now I'm going to breathe the air. Yeah, life is good, but we got to go down into the valley. So you start going down the valley, and sometimes that's hard because everything can't keep improving. Things have to get worse. That's life. You go into the valley, and you're going through a beautiful valley. The next thing you know, you're in a swamp. And the bugs are attacking you. Whatever that is, your family members are annoying. They don't believe in you. You get fired from your job. You don't have enough money. You have an addiction. Things get shitty. But you go through the swamp and you accept that suffering is part of life. Suffering develops character. And that suffering will not last forever. It's not going to last forever, I'm telling you this. Because when you get through it, baby, we're in an open field with flowers and daisies. It's beautiful. And you make a camp, you have some food, you enjoy the food, you enjoy healing and resting. But you got to start walking again, because you can't sit there forever. The bears will come and eat you. Or maybe they'll just bat you around a little bit. Knock off one of your arms, and then you'll have to flee the bear. You might not die. Life is a hill, man. You got to climb. You have to keep climbing, because to sit still means you're just going to perish. Right now is the time to take care of that chore. What is it that you've been putting off doing? That work, that unpleasant task. If you want success, here's the secret. It's doing a long series of boring tasks. That's what it is. Hard tasks. And then enjoying a brief moment of relaxation. And you're always going to be looking up that hill thinking, I want to learn game. I want to have amazing game. I want to be able to walk up to any woman and say the words and she's going to love me. Life's not like that. It's not that easy. It's a grind. Making money is a grind. But you grind something until it becomes sharp. Every sword, a beautiful weapon, a sword, a katana, starts off as a rock, as a mineral with no shape. And you grind it, and you heat it, and you grind it, and you heat it, and you bang it, and eventually you have something so sharp and so beautiful that it can cut through anything. And that's you. You're a rock, and you're sharpening yourself. And you may never be the perfect piece of work, but you're going to be better than the other ones, won't you? You'll be somebody. You'll be somebody as long as you keep going and you don't focus too hard on what you don't have or what you used to have. You have right now. Right now, you're perfect, man. You're fucking perfect, okay? But you can always improve upon your perfection. Nothing's 100%, right? Perfect is being alive. Improvement. That's what I'm addicted to. And it's hard. It's hard to improve. Sometimes you just want to sit back and feel sorry for yourself and think, I'm never going to have enough. I'm never going to be enough. But don't let that last. Don't let it linger. Stop those thoughts before they even take root inside of your subconscious and say, nope, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do something right now. to ease the burden. That's my message for you, man. Just keep going. Enjoy what you have right now and do something today to make tomorrow better. Because right now is all you really have. Enjoy the past, reflect on those memories, and realize you made some really good decisions and you had some really good times. There's more to come. That's it for today. Adios, amigo.